Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
And here's Cruyff.
Belletti.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rijkaard.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Platini. Can he get on the end of it? Goes for a shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's shifting through the gears here. Kaká! And that's a sharp finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Platini, and it's Belletti. Cross needs to be good. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Cruyff quietly revving up. Hullet wriggles his way through. Matthäus. Now Rodgers. Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're back on the ball again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And reclaimed it in a... He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Knocks it into space.
Catanzaro always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Pirlo. Desai deals with that comfortably. That's really well cleared. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kaká. Rodgers. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Adriano. And this is Cruyff. Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tries to play. Can he finish? It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Bullet! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Bullet certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Oh, that's clever. He's on it. Can he get away? Platini. And he's managed to get free. And he can thump it away.
Vieira. Right card.
Is the team's great visionary. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cruyff. Shot a goal! He scored! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the...
And that is all they have time for. And either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Johor Darul Tazim really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Deftly away. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And here's Cruyff. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, played through for the wide man. They get a throw in. Pirlo. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Cruyff. Now here's the... And the shot! That was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And it's Messi. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Threads one in. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Almost an hour gone. This looks promising. Desai with the clearance. Johor Darul Tazim are looking to break at pace. Pirlo always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Great vision. He's having a shot! And that's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable. that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Johor Darul Tazim really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So the lead now is 2. Well, great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rodgers. Now it's Kaká. He is through here. That's good play. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Cruyff. And he's taking no chances there. And he's there to retrieve it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's cause for mild irritation. Johor Darul Tazim still have the cards to affect this game. He's a sharp... Can he finish? That's a decent clearance. Rijkaard. Pull it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's quick to snatch it back. 75 minutes played. Now it's Hullet. That has been cut short. Pirlo. Rodgers. It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram. Desai.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mateus proves too strong, too smart.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6, numero 5, Pirlo, numero 21,
And here's Hullet.
numero 14.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good play on the left-hand side here. Well read, nice interception.
Van Bommel, il numero 15, il numero 23. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Johor Darul Tazim have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rice, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Bommel is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Great ball if he can get there. Thuram clears without hesitation. Platini. Now it's Hullet. Belletti. He's being urged to shoot. Now that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a cute ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. But they've got it again. Rummenigge. It's run loose. Who's going to... And another try! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Johor Darul Tazim with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Impressive jump! And with that, the end. Darul Tazim can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone any player, make such a meteoric rise in the manner the Lick did. Peter. Just absolutely phenomenal. A player way ahead of his years, and his composure and confidence is like that of a
Goes for a shot!
Oh, once he...
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rui Costa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cruyff.
Might want to be careful there.
Can he get it through? Juve. What has happened? And again! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, well cut out. He's had a shot! And that's another fine save.
Serginho really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Johor Tazim are looking to go forward now. Just eases him off the ball. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go.
He's having a hit! And for a moment, time stood still. He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking for options for movement. He's found space here. Look at the space here. Johor Tazim still without a single shot on target. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to pass it through. Chance! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Johor Tazim have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Duke always looking for that half a chance. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Drogba! It's bounced back off the post. It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Adriano. Hits! And he hits the net. Into the lead once more. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Johor Darul Tazim leading now. And it's Michel Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Cruyff.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maldini. Vieira. Chips it through. And that has been knocked clear. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Serginho. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Vieira. Pull it. Tries to play it through. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Johor Darul Tazim are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we get things going again. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Drogba. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that was very necessary. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he shoots! And he couldn't finish.
Serginho has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now, can they get him away? And he's picked out the run. Oh, now takes a shot! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Newcastle dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you've so...
Impressive jump! And it's a goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Johor Darul Tazim with the lead. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rui Costa knocks it into space. Cruyff. Searching pass he's played there. And the counter is on. And it's Vieira. Platini, he is through here. Cross goes in there. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And he's quick to snatch it back. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Turan gets it away and claimed it back swiftly. Adriano, and he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So we have movement on both benches. Maldini.
Number 21, Adriano.
Pass somewhat off target. Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Platini.
Well played and well cleared.
Great chance! That was mighty close.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Johor Tazim making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Johor Tazim are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Half an hour gone in the second half. Strokes it back. Passing nice and neat.
Johor Darul Tazim surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shoots! And that could come back to haunt them.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Great vision. Oh, well measured. And this is Rooney. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's put pay to the danger. Nicely weighted ball. That is good alertness. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Rui Costa. Header! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Pele looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's and the finish! And a neat finish! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's got away. Cross, bullish header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
So now the difference is 3. And it's Hullet. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Belletti. And that is that. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too.
Shot a goal! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Hullet. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul. That's a good ball. It's Casemiro! They've got to be quick to Oh, he's been caught napping. Has a look up and delivers. Bellingham! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Into the channel.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he get on the end of this? Hangs one in.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's De Bruyne. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. What a throw in. And he was quick to react. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. He has a look up. That is a brilliant interception. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's well positioned. Decent chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bellingham is there, and he can pick it up.
Chelsea definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Casemiro, played back. And they're on him in a flash.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Gullit. Now it's Platini. He has found the way through. Gullit. Now it's Platini. Now there. Can he finish? Loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pass somewhat off target. Adriano. Lovely pass. But he's had a shot. It's a goal. And there we have it. The 2-goal cushion. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Hakimi. Casemiro. Bellingham with a definite foul there. Van Dijk. And it's De Bruyne. And that's another good win of the ball. McAllister. Raul. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard can get it clear. Looking early. Schmeichel deals with that nice and... That's it, 45 minutes up. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Johor Darul Tazim looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. And here's Shevchenko. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff has found the net here, of course. Hakimi to McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. Bullet. And here's Vieira. And this is Adriano. Vieira. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Van Dijk. And they win it back again. Good chance here! Adriano! That is wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their... And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway.
This guy, Marco Reus, is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop into that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive.
Real chance!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Could move up a gear here. Spread it left. Knocks it into space. Vieira finding himself in space.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Adriano. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cruyff, impressive jump! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Cafu, quarter of an hour played. Vieira does really well there, he is strong. Now it's Platini. Vieira. He's in plenty of space here. Great defending, strong and determined. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Robertson. Gabriel. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And now the breakaway. Platini quietly revving up. Reus. And here's Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rijkaard gets it away. Cafu. Tchouaméni. And Gabriel. Can he get on the end of this?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Alexander-Arnold. Reus. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira. Adriano. And it's Cruyff. And it's Rijkaard. Tchouaméni. Reus. Cafu.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good take in a good area. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now that's well seen too. Cruyff. Tchouaméni. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And this is Adriano. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's Adriano! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Adriano is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. He's having a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gerrard. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Royce. And that interception was... And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick announcement.
The midway point of the game.
Johor Darul Tazim certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And so the action is resumed. There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Johor Darul Tazim have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very
decent chance! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! And he's stuck it away. Into the lead once more. Simplicity itself.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now he's running away.
Japan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Stood up well to him there. Adriano. Cruyff. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Adriano. It is a corner.
Substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game.
Johan Cruyff. Number 21, Adriano. Number 11, Gullit. Coming on the field.
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Raul.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
10, Pele.
That's the throw. And it's Belletti. Has a look up. Oh, great leap! And that's a tiny finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Johor Darul Tazim now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
So what can they make of this? Probing pass. Good ball over the... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's Dembele. And Rafinha. Rafinha. This is a promising build-up. It's a good spell of possession, this. Chance! And a neat finish! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
Johor Darul Tazim making further changes here, and in quick succession.
On the field.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Up towards the front line. Just eases him off the ball. Gabriel is there to clear. And it's Gerrard.
Japan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's a good run down the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Dembele.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's there to belt it away. Pass somewhat off target. 5 minutes to add. Gerrard looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Look at this. And a chance! Gerrard. Rafinha. Now Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a sharp pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the ball in. Oh, good climb! Oh, and the referee says that is it. Johor Darul Tazim proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Vinicius Junior. Sergi, no way through, so takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keepers...
And pull it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hullet plays it short. And here's Hullet. Ball in towards the middle. It's anyone. And one more try! And that's a good finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Porto shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Adriano is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, good spread. Platini crosses it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Johor Darul Tazim are already two behind. Awful start. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Platini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bonucci. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Adriano. This is a promising build-up. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. There could be trouble here. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
De Rossi. Adriano. Nesta. Sergi is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's De Rossi. Sergi, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. Ibrahimovic. That's good play. And that interception was most necessary. And this is Adriano. Now it's Platini. Goes for a shot! Off the post! And it's Belletti. And he's got his cross in. And that has been cleared. Ibrahimovic. It's Hullet. That looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Ibrahimovic tries to cross. Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Pele. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival, Sergi. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's De Rossi. He's found a way past. Cruyff. Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Sergi. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Otto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Adriano, and he's managed to get free. Adriano!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
De Rossi turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Rice.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bonucci. That's the end of the first 45. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, some astute defending there. Looking to play him in. And he's intervened well there.
Porto are totally dominant in the middle of the park.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Desai tries to clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Sergi. Desai cuts it out. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Adriano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bonucci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Adriano, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Can he get it through? Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Vinicius Junior.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Cruyff is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Cruyff. Sergi is there to clear. And here's Hullet. Vieira. Now this could be a chance. The Rossi simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Maldini spots it and intercepts. And it's Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Caught offside that time.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Johor Darul Tazim can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Johor Darul Tazim do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Vinicius Junior, and he was alert to it. Corner number 4 coming up here. Hullet goes short. That's tidy. Now it's Rice. Pele. And he has been fouled there. And that's going to be a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Hullet is behind this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. And this is having a shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. That is lovely. Big chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Porto find a position of real strength now. No, again, there's no way through. Now there's and the shot! Oh, the ball's... and again! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Pedimos ao dono do Carlos Group está estacionado junto ao portão principal, por favor de o retirar, pois está em vias de ser colocado.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, easy pickings there. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Schlotterbeck. And de Ligt. Schlotterbeck. And it's Timber. Gerassi. Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Cucurella. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Girassi. Oh, good spread. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Schlotterbeck is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
In by Messi. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the counter is on. And this is Adriano. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Fermin running with the ball. Fermin! Now that is commitment to the cause. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gerrard plays it short. And here's Gerrard. Timber. Johor Tazim are looking to go forward now. Adriano, there he goes, motoring forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Cucurella. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Played out wide. Now it's Messi. Great vision. Messi receives it in a wide... Can he finish? Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Girassi quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Probing pass. Cruyff. Lovely feet. Now the ball in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's a cute ball. Dink through. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cucurella powering forward here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Adriano! There it is!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. Gerrard. Spread to the right. Now it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. Johor Tazim leading there. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Johor Tazim have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are back underway.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well...
Chance, surely! It's in! Spain are all square. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gullit is behind this one. Gullit! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific effort! It's there!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Johor Darul Tazim have their lead. Gerrard. Now it's Girassi. That's cause for mild irritation. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cruyff currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now the ball's gone astray. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Cucurella looking to receive it in space.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Gullit. Coming on the field is number 10, Pele. Substitution.
Dani Olmo knocks it into space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he's only too happy to take that back. That has not gone well. Fermin, never out of the action for very long.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Belletti. Cross into the box. Johor Darul Tazim perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Timber. And Yamal. Gerrard. And he's forced to go back. Romero. Gerrard running with intent. Yamal. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cruyff with the cross. Tries a shot! And he's stuck it away. Perfect time! Decisive strike! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better
Chance! And there's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Adriano.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Number 24.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Number 13.
Johor Darul Tazim surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution in progress.
Cucurella plays it across. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Johor Darul Tazim have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And he's got away. Yamal! And that's a good finish. And right near the end, we have parity. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Great chance!
Has been indicated.
And again, he is at his elastic best.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Cucurella is there to clear.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Dani Olmo. Platini. Oh, that's a fine interception. And here's Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, played through for the wide man. He is through here. Oh, such a clever touch. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Yamal. Totti. And he's taking no chances there. And that is that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.